What's going on, guys? This is Riggs. Thank you so much for tuning in, as it's been a while since I've come out with a video. I know I've been kind of caught up in doing the live streams, but we're back at it again, back on the grind, and you're going to want to stick around and watch this video. What we're talking about is what it's like to play with a pro. In this video is going to be chock full of all kinds of tips and tricks from early game, mid game, and end game tips to help you guys win more. The guy I am playing, maybe I can actually turn this into a series. So if you're a pro player and you'd like to carry me through a game and show me your stuff, definitely let me know. Join my Discord server. The link is always down in the description. But who I'm playing with in this game, a lot of you watching my channel might have even heard of him, but you'll always see this dude in very, very nice kill. I'm not going to have many, but I'll definitely take that one. You might see him. He's all painted all over. Solo, duo, and squads. This guy's always hitting Conquer. In more than one season, he's actually hit Conquer in all 3 game modes. And who I'm talking about is none other than Clazy. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. He also does have a YouTube channel. I'll leave that link down in the description. He's making all kinds of different montages and things like that. So definitely give him, definitely want to check him out, give him some love. You're going to see him carrying very, very hard. But like I said, what we're going to be focusing on in this video is learning from the best. Often, like little things like this. He went ahead and had a little wipe out here right in the middle of the field. Impressive. Now, each map plays differently, but notice, because you don't want to just loot out in the middle, notice he went ahead, it's little things. Notice he went ahead and threw a smoke that was by that tractor to go ahead and loot, so you can loot those crates. Little things like that are going to make the difference in your game, you guys. So another thing you'll notice, and this is going to come down to how comfortable you are. But notice at the start of the video, we dropped Hacienda del Patron. Granted, him and I are both ranking duos. We're trying to push for Conquer in duos, but yet we're still dropping hot. Right now, I am in Diamond 1. I'm not exactly sure what league Clazy is in right now, but just something to think about. If you definitely want to test yourself, to push the limits, I'm still dropping hot, and I plan to do it at least maybe halfway through Crown. I'll be planning to still drop hot. Playing Miramar, dropping in San Martin, Hacienda del Patron, dropping in Picado, things like that. That was freaking clutch. I'm gonna tell you guys, any kill that I can get playing with Clazy, I'm going to take it. That was freaking epic right there. But back into it. Another thing that you're going to notice when you're playing with these quote-unquote pro players is you're constantly moving. It's something to think about. Each person has their individual play style. But one thing I've noticed of playing with others that are in Conquer, or that play in scrims, or play in tournaments, big or small, they're always on their feet. They're always moving no matter what. Not sure what the hell that was. I thought he was going to run over the bot with the car. It didn't end up happening. But we're always moving no matter what. We're never just sitting in a building stagnant. Even if we're pushing another team, or if we're getting pushed, we're hopping out of windows. We're going around, up, down. I mean, you're constantly moving. It's something to think about, and it's something you would definitely have to get used to if you're not used to that style of play. Like I said, people have different play styles, but one thing that I have noticed is these people that are getting these non-stop 10, 15, even 20 kill games, it's not just because they're standing in front of a window and just people are just constantly going into their building. And they also jump through windows like that. Did you guys see that? He just goes ahead and goes right. Impressive. Superman's through the freaking window. Playing with pros, you guys. That is going to be the title of this video. But as you guys see, as we're going through the compounds, we're constantly moving. And another thing that you'll always want to do, when you're playing with a pro, is you're always going to be in a vehicle, no matter what. Also notice that I am in the back seat. Like I made in the etiquette video, whoever's driving typically is going to be driving for that game. because Clazy is the designated driver. Notice I'm in the back seat. That way we both cannot get taken out at the same time. Again, like I said in the beginning of this video, it's the little things that are going to make the difference in your gameplay. So anyway, back to what I was saying, you're always going to be in a vehicle, with the exception of Sonok, but not many quote-unquote pro players are playing Sonok. But on Erangel, on Vikendi, on Miramar, you're always going to find yourself in a vehicle. Another thing that you're going to see, instead of carrying a gas can, I've also noticed when I'm playing with these guys, they're more often than not, they're swapping out vehicles rather than sitting in the vehicle and gassing it up. They're always going to be swapping them out once a vehicle starts to get a little bit low on gas. If they see one, bam, they're going to take it. Now, we are going for a high kill game. Clearly not me, but Clazy is. So notice that we take some shots here in Pecado. And we don't just immediately, one thing I'll often do is when I see those shots, I'll get to as close an area as I can while parked safely, and then we can go ahead and take them out. But notice Clazy goes all the way around Pecado to really fine-tune, to seek and destroy and pinpoint exactly where the enemy is while we were being shot. Like I said, often when I'm getting shot at in a vehicle, I'll find the nearest place I can to go ahead and stop. But if you guys watch that back, he did not do that. He went all the way around Pecado just to get an even better idea to pinpoint the exact location in order to take him out. So I'm basically looting. I found a 4X. I kind of got distracted, and of course Clazy goes ahead, finds the dude, and wipes him out. And here we go. Now I kind of lost this dude in the crosshairs a little bit. I thought he was going to keep going. A little bit of potato, not going to lie. I also don't like the, what is it called? What the hell is it called? The laser sight. Not a big fan of the laser sight. That's more for hip firing. I'd much rather have something like a thumb grip, a vert, or a angled foregrip. At any rate, I'm up to 5 kills. Clazy, only God knows what his kill count is. Again, always in a vehicle. And as you guys see, I'm going to quickly go and hop in the back seat. So Pecado was clear. Again, we just went ahead and just basically looked through the entire area. And that was the only dude that we could find. So, like I said, going for these high kill games when you're playing with these pros, there's a big difference between, you know, someone in Conquer that's playing, you know, 400 or 500 games with a 2 KD versus playing with somebody in Conquer, say 150 or 200 games, and their KD is 15, 16, 17, sometimes upwards of 20 kill death ratio. It's because this is just like a small little glimpse or like a little microcosm of what every single game that these guys are playing. They're constantly on their feet, moving, hunting the enemy down. Another thing you're going to want to do when you guys are first landing is you're going to want to pick up as many throwables as possible. No, I'm not talking about stuns, but I'm talking about Molotovs. We're talking nades, and of course we're talking smokes, which we'll see, you know, you kind of use those throughout the game, but we'll get a little bit more into that a little bit later into this match. But we do have a enemy duo inside of this warehouse. This is just overlooking Pecado. There's like that long, you know, mission style church building, and then we have this big green warehouse. So notice we're gonna go ahead and start off with a nade because we don't know exactly where these guys are, and especially in third person, you always have to take into consideration that the enemy is third party peeking you. That's why they say sometimes third person can even be more difficult based on the fact that as much as you can third party peek, the other person can third party peek. Clazy goes ahead, notice he goes ahead and gets a knock. Now it is time to push, especially in duos. Knock equals push. And I'm just trying to see if they're going to loop around on the outside of the warehouse so I can catch them slipping. Nope, it doesn't happen. Clazy, of course, goes ahead and wipes them. And I love that he has that Hellfire AKM, not only with the kill feed, but with the kill effect and the loot crate as the Scarecrow. Absolutely love it. This guy's been playing this game a very, very long time. Here's another, just again, subtle things. Notice we're right here at La Bendita, and notice how we're right on the edge. And notice how he just kind of coasts along the edge right there. What he's doing is he's looking for any sudden movement, because we know if someone's inside La Bendita right there, they'll start firing at us. We'll start seeing movement because they can hear the vehicle. But it did not happen, and we didn't waste our time, again, trying to get those high kill games. So we went ahead and moved on. But this is how you're going to be getting those high kill games, you guys. All right, so here we go. Now it's time, maybe not the smartest play, but we want to go ahead and loot this drop right here. So notice, pro plays with Riggs. Of course, we can go ahead and drop this smoke. Look how imperative this is. I start getting shot from my left-hand side, and right when I get on the back side of the airdrop, notice the smoke dispenses, and now we're completely covered. So clearly it is that's our sign right there to get the hell out. And of course, like I've been saying throughout the video, we're always going to have a vehicle, and these guys are nowhere close to being potatoes. They're still taking shots, and even got a couple shots on me. Notice I'm always boosted too. That just kind of goes out being said. You always want to stay boosted, especially in that middle to late game. If you have the boost and you're able to do it, always stay boosted at least to 75%. So what we're doing right now, we are going to start getting into rotations. This is getting a little bit more into the late game action. We're still taking shots. I believe that's from I want to say that's from an SKS, but there's about 3 different teams right here. We do have 13 alive. Clazy and myself are 2 of them, so we have 11 enemies still in our way of that chicken dinner. So I'm just going to go ahead and heal up real quick. And I was going to edit out some of this, but I really want to show you guys how we kind of adapt and overcome this situation that we're about to be in. So I got the 4X on the SKS. Like I said, there's at least 2 teams right here. And we're just using the terrain to our advantage as we are trying to rotate around, just checking the warehouses, always looking behind us. You can see we are kind of edged, but we want to push the people that are firing at us. And one thing you always want to do, again, just some more pro tips and tricks, is you want to pay attention to the kill feed, knowing when someone else gets knocked, when someone else is dead, always paying attention, especially more towards the end when someone else is alive. And this more goes for duos and, of course, for squads. It can help you really fine-tune and figure out who's left in the match. So we're going to go ahead and rotate around. We weren't able to get any sights on anyone. So what we're going to do is we're pretty much going to just sit right on the edge right here and see if we can kind of gatekeep. And if you look at where we're at on the minimap, we're pretty much right on the edge, just a meter or 2 out of zone. Notice Stormy goes ahead and gets a knock, or gets a finish rather, inside. And this is him right here. We take a couple shots, and of course, Clay's going to go ahead and take him out. And that was an immediate kill. That was not a knock. And now, just like that, we're down to 10 alive. So now we're going to get back inside the vehicle, even when the zone is shrinking to this size, especially on a map like Miramar. You're still going to find us in a vehicle. On Erangel, on Sanhok, it's much different how the cover is, but definitely on Miramar and Vikendi, you're going to want to have a vehicle, even in zones that are getting this tight and this small. So this is where the big push is going to come right here, you guys. So we know there's at least 1 more enemy that we have up here. So what we're doing is pretty much just we're trying to rotate around this mountain. We know there's no one on top of us. No one can get above there. And this is just kind of knowing your maps, knowing where people are. So right there, I have no idea, you guys. Still to this day, after watching this, I have no idea where that dude was. Thank God. Look at this. I mean, this is like, this is nothing. Him and I are both kind of shocked right now. No idea how the hell that happened. So luckily I do have a med kit. I'm going to go ahead and pop that. We're going to get back to full health. Now wait until you guys see this. Just wait for it. All right, so now it's time for revenge. We need to see what the hell is going on. I'm just going to go ahead and pop this painkiller. Again, always trying to stay boosted. We're going to try to push this dude. And check this out. Did you guys see that? Clazy went down. Let's rewind that. Let's bring it back. Bring it back. Slow it down. Slow it down. Look at this. Riggs the hero. Riggs the freaking hero, taking out the tryhard.
Excellent work.
And there it is right there, you guys. Getting the revive. I know I probably should have thrown a smoke, but at that point, I did not care. I wanted to get Clazy up. He was impressed. And I had to, that was like my moment. Clazy getting knocked, me getting the finish, and being able to pick him up. That was kind of like the highlight of the game for me. That was incredible. So I'm at what? I'm at 6 kills now. Now we have 6 alive. And now, notice right now, we go ahead and get a knock. By we, I mean Clazy. Now it is time to push. When you get a knock, that means you push, especially in these late game situations like this. We are taking a couple of shots. Now, a big difference between just a regular player and a pro player is the fact that these guys don't miss. They hit their shots pretty much, pretty much no matter what. Watch this. What the hell is this? They hit their shot. Did you guys see that? I'm sorry. Yet again, I had to slow it down. But, that should have been a headshot right there. We go ahead and get a couple more hit markers. And like I was just saying, these pro players, you guys, like Clazy and the rest, they don't miss you guys. We go ahead and take him out. And now you see, again, paying attention to the kill feed, knowing the situation. Now there's 3 alive. Clearly, that means it's a 2v1 situation. And again, notice this entire game, we never camped. Granted, this is Miramar, but even on Erangel, never snaking, always on our feet, always pushing the envelope. It's how you're going to get more kills. It's how you're going to get better at the game. Being aggressive, but at the same time making smart plays. And it just comes down to being able to not miss your shot, making those opportunities count, just like that one. And yes, saving the best for last. Yours truly getting the finish, and of course, in the Dracula outfit, most badass skin in the game, Clazy. My friend, you are a legend. Check him out, you guys. I have his link to his YouTube channel down in the description. Show him some love. Drop a sub. You guys will not be disappointed. Hopefully we can turn this into a little series. So if you're a pro player, maybe you know one and they would like to carry yours truly on this channel and offer some tips and tricks for you guys. Look at this, 18 kills. Playing with pros. Clazy, you are a god. Like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. And until the next one.